You might have heard the word Dinacharya before, and what that word means is daily routine. In Ayurvedic medicine, it's very important to have a daily routine. This helps us in many different ways. I think most important for me with daily routine is it sets my day, and I can always count on my day starting the same way, which helps me feel more stable and steady, no matter whether I'm traveling, whether I'm getting ready to go on a PTA field trip, whatever it is I'm doing that day, or going to HI, I know my day is always going to start the same way. It helps us cut down on decision fatigue, which is something that is a big concern to us because we make so many small decisions throughout our whole day. Sometimes by the time we get to noon, we've already made several hundred decisions. So it actually creates and supports the mind to be calm, to have a Dinacharya. We use Dinacharya as little daily cleansing techniques to help us from building up toxins in the system, to help keep the senses clear, and to help cleansing and nurturing the body. That's always the theme in Ayurvedic medicine, cleansing and rejuvenating. So part of our morning cleansing practice requires certain steps. There are many different things you can do, you can choose from, but here's sort of my top 9 that I like to use. I like to start off waking up before the sun. Not everybody's favorite, I realize that, but it helps us begin to get our rhythm set and helps us with engaging in a meditation practice as well. The next thing I like to do is tongue scrape. So I get up in the morning and I use a tongue scraper, scrape my tongue to evacuate any of the toxins that might have been left in my tongue. It also helps me start digestion. Digestion begins in the mouth. The next thing I'm going to do is neti pot and then nasya oil. So the neti pot, you can get lots of great information on the YI site about that, but basically I'm using it to evacuate the nasal passages, so there's no mucus or bacteria or pollen, different types of debris that will be relieved from the nose. But it also helps to cleanse the other gates in which we take in information. So the eyes, the ears, the sense of smell improves, so therefore the sense of taste improves. So all of this helps us. Neti pot is actually quite an amazing tool Ayurvedically, not just for the physical body evacuation, but also for mental cleansing and for getting ready to see the day through all your senses properly. The nasya oil is something that we use as well. Nasya oil helps to re-lubricate the nasal passages once you've been cleaning them with the neti pot. It's often a delivery system also for special herbs and aromas to help us with creating a sense of calm and ease in the mind. So we can use neti and nasya. Those are sort of 2 separate things. The next thing I like to do is have a glass of warm water to hot water with either lemon or lime, depending on the season. So I have lemon unless it's summer, and then I switch to lime because it's a little more cooling. And I have that to help my lymph system begin to drain in the morning. It also helps me with evacuation in the morning, so that way my system begins to clear itself out completely, and to give a little hydration to the body as well. In Ayurvedic medicine, the range of things we do next can vary. So what I prefer to teach is for people to continue with some of the evacuations. So using sesame oil to rub on the gums and then take a little sip and swish it around the mouth is a way to work with cleansing out some of the bacteria we hold in our mouth. It helps support gum health for the teeth as well. There's different techniques that are talked about, so you'd have to research which technique works best for you. The next thing is very important, and most of America doesn't do this, but as you ask any of my family members, I'm very big on this. In the morning, you have to sit down on the toilet and evacuate. It's very important to do. Most people don't do this, and it's a problem because then we walk around and have abated that early morning call to evacuate. We often will then get constipated, and that's going to be problematic. So again, we're cleaning out all the waste from the body as much as possible. There's actually a way to train the body to evacuate every day in the morning for proper daily evacuation. The next technique that I do is something that's probably my most favorite technique in Ayurvedic medicine for morning ritual, and it's a nurturing ritual. So I'll use a dry brush or a washcloth, dry washcloth, and I will rub the skin long in the long bones and round in the round bones, so that way I can do some dry brushing, followed by oil abhyanga, or self-oil massage in the morning. This is supposed to be done before you shower to help with proper cleansing and then nurturing of the body. And we have actually, I think, more information exactly how to do this Abhyanga practice online. This is the one practice in the morning that helps us remember that we are Prakriti, we are auspicious in nature. It's a very self-loving act, and it helps the nervous system feel calm and supported in that way. And the final thing that we do, while that oil's on, I actually sit and take my meditation then, or do my asana practice then, depending. After about 20 minutes, then I'll go and rinse in the shower, and depending on the time of year, I'll use a warmer shower in the winter and a cooler shower in the summer. That's my Dinacharya. Morning routine can get kind of long if you haven't done it before. And this is true, so don't be worried or concerned. The way we start off people with the Dinacharya is this. We have you look at the list, and the list can get longer, just so you know. But let's say we look at these 9 things that we're doing in our morning routine. We have you pick 3 things to start with and try to implement those 3 things in your morning routine. We have you choose one thing that you feel pretty confident you feel good about, that you can get done. And then the other 2 maybe or maybe not, but they're attractive to you in some way. You try those out. What works, great, you keep. What doesn't work, you might step it down to the bottom of the list and then bring another one up on board. I would do this once a week. So start with 3, at the end of the week evaluate, and then try a new thing. So by the end of a month, you probably have built up at least a good 5 to 7 step Dinacharya for yourself, which is a wonderful way to begin to see the benefits of this kind of morning routine.